So we are back, and this promises to be an extremely action-packed episode, I believe. I don't know if it's going to be action-packed in a good way for us or not, but it's going to be action-packed one way or the other. So just refreshing my memory here of the strategic situation, we kind of have a couple of difficult choices to make. One is, of course, what to do here with Granite Massif. Now, we have a very small army that, in combination with the settlement garrison, can certainly hold off one army attacking it. So, if this King Joramun here decides to attack us, we'll win that fight. However, they do have two armies. And by all appearances, they look like they're headed towards Marek, which of course we can do nothing to stop them. But, and they very well may do that. Marek is, of course, one turn away. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and cancel this because might as well get some money back out of it, because obviously they're not going to have any difficulty taking it. Even if they decided to, well, perhaps that was premature, but I'd rather have the money at this point because there's a possibility maybe they'll send both armies against Granite Massif and ignore Marek, but it's just way too risky for me to not get the money back on building that. And they could always hit Marek with both armies. They don't need to. They probably won't because one army is sufficient. But anyway, we don't exactly know what they're going to do over here. So we're at a fairly significant disadvantage when it comes to our eastern front. Unless, of course, we would be able to win this fight and book it back with Thorek's army all the way back over here within reinforcement range of Granite Massif. Now, I don't think we're going to have anywhere near enough movement to do that. I think if we attack and win this fight right here, and let's say we would win this fight with no casualties at all, which is not going to happen, more on that in a moment, but if we did, then we still just, with the campaign movement reduction mod, it just seems incredibly unlikely that we would be able, even on March stance, to be able to get the whole way over to reinforce Granite Massif. I guess I could click on him. I obviously can reach just past Granite Massif right now, staying in March stance, but that's all going to change, obviously, with what we have to do here. And with respect to what we have to do here, well, I took a look here at Khorne's army. It's not Skarbrand's army, it's Tamar's army, but yeah, it's not exactly what I would call terrifying, but this is going to be a very challenging fight. He's got two Exalted Bloodletters of Khorne, obviously all these other just regular Bloodletters of Khorne, and these are not slouch troops by any stretch. The Forsaken are, I don't want to call them glass cannons, but anyway, they could do some serious damage. And then, of course, they have 5 super fast units. I don't even know quite. Okay, so really 6 if you count their Lord. 7. They've got 7 super fast units if you include the Lord and the Cultist Hero. So that's always a problem for the dwarfs as well. So with our army composition, we're going to have a very thin front line and include some melee units on the flanks and potentially even the rear to be able to prevent all of his fast units from getting around behind. Now, we can do it, but I think it's going to be a challenging fight, and I'm moderately curious. I'm going to go ahead and move out to attack, but I'm mildly curious to see what the auto-resolve is going to tell us in terms of the I'm not going to auto-resolve, but what the results would be. Because I don't know exactly how strong the AI considers these units. The good news is they're not real high tier. Excuse me, I shouldn't say tier. They're not real high rank, with the exception, obviously, of the Regiment of Renown. So, one possibility that we could do is we could fast march Tecton all the way over here to help out in this fight, which would mean basically sacrificing Granite Massif. And I may do that depending on how I feel about the results of the auto-resolve. This is only going to take us down to 78%, so we can do this and still retreat and then still attack, I believe. Definitely. That would, of course, at that point then definitely preclude us from being able to come back here to Granite Massif. But if it's not worth attacking, then we really need to concentrate on Khorne's army here as the greater threat, even if it means giving up on these settlements over here. Okay, I've been kind of talking talking so much because I'm a little bit nervous about this, so I'm kind of mentally putting it off and preparing myself. But here goes nothing. Let's see how this fight looks. Okay, all right. This is good. This is good. Not that we were going to auto-resolve anyway, but it was just a little bit worrisome for me to think that maybe I was underestimating their ability. We could still very well lose. Don't get me wrong. The way that I fight battles without using any exploits at all, we could still lose. I don't think we will, but in any case, let's find out. Let's go ahead and fight this battle and not bring Tecton over here. And perhaps, just perhaps, we'll be able to hold on to Granite Massif as well. Nothing like starting a new episode with a gigantic, extremely consequential battle. It's an interesting formation that he's got there. I'm not exactly sure what that's all about, but let's give ourselves any old advantage that we can. We're going to have a very thin front line. I guess we're going to need 4. 4 in our front line. I'm going to get the Iron Breakers on this flank, which if he can, this flank seems like the more likely one to be able to swing around and hit them from the side, depending on what they do. Now these 3, let's go ahead and just get them over here. One of them obviously needs to be here on this flank.
For the High King.
I'm gonna go ahead and get another one like this and another one like this. And we're good. These are the guys, plus maybe the Thane. These are the guys that are going to have to react to the dogs, the Chaos Warhounds, trying to sweep around behind us, which they are likely to do. I'm going to go ahead and get these guys in not exactly a checkerboard formation, but we're going to square them up a little bit, and we're going to actually put them in a position where they can hit the dogs if the dogs decide to come around behind, which is likely to happen. So we're going to actually turn him this way in preparation of it, him too. Get it a little bit closer here. And let's go ahead and get Thorek and our runesmith up front. If we can sort of blunt their front line assaulting us by getting them to focus a few units on Thorek, that would be ideal, really, because he's pretty tough. I think he could definitely survive for a while against their front line. Let's go ahead and maybe trim our lines just a little bit here. All right, let's start. Let's see what they do. I'm assuming they're going to come towards us, even though they're not in artillery range yet. Indeed they are. Our runesmith, we're going to have him run forward a bit because he can do the Rune of Wrath and Ruin. Possibly even lure the dogs in. Probably not, but if we could lure the dogs in towards our center, that would be great. Okay, we want you to be in guard mode. I don't want you to keep turning and trying to hit dogs that are maneuverable and hard to hit. Okay, this is really interesting how he's... Let's hit the Exalted Bloodletters there. It's really interesting how he's coming at us here. Alright, how far can our Wrath and Ruin reach? Let's risk moving him forward just a little bit. We'll run Thorek forward a bit too, just in case our runesmith here gets called, which he very well might be here. Yeah, let's run him backwards. Okay, they're coming at us. This is actually kind of good though, because nope. Look at that, they turned around right when they got to close to range of our quarrelers. That's kind of what I was hoping for. Yeah, I don't think I want to really dare moving too much further forward. He's already really outside the range of the quarrelers. Let's see, where's his other Exalted Bloodletters? There they are. They're behind trees, otherwise I would open fire on them now. Let's see about maybe hitting these Forsaken. Let's see what they do. Okay, there's the first set of Warhounds coming around. I meant to turn these guys as well. Yeah, they're coming at us in one long line, which is smart. That's good, you know. Good tactics on their part rather than coming at us piecemeal. How close are we to being able to hit them? If we take these two and just move them forward... Still not quite enough, is it?
Come on, strike out.
Oh, hello. Okay, here we go. We got these guys on full flanking here. Meanwhile, still not in a position here in the front line. That's interesting. Okay, these quarrelers are shooting. Where's our Ironbreakers are ready to go. Let's see what they do if we start to move forward here. Alright, if they're going to be like this, there's no reason to not get all of our quarrelers in on the action. Boy, this is a little concerning how quickly we're losing ammunition. I'm going to let him throw one volley and then turn off fire at will, because he's going to need some of his aim. Now, let's do another volley. But then I'm turning off fire at will because I don't want him to burn all of his ammo on these guys. How are we doing over here? Okay. It's kind of a slow developing battle, Obviously, part of that is because the infantry moves slower. I guess it took them a while to get in the formation that they wanted to be in, and that's caused significant delay. Let's hurry up and clear the flankers. Okay, all right, I think we're in pretty good shape now. Let's go ahead and get these guys back in position to aim forward. You guys, for the most part, are going to be able to aim forward as well. Thorek, get back, get back. You guys obviously do what you can there. Hit those exalted bloodletters. It's pretty good. Okay, you take out them, you take out them. You guys can now get in frontline positions. You guys keep shooting there. You guys can break off. You guys shoot here. Thorek, you go ahead and get in the middle here. Okay, you keep shooting at them. This is not good. This is a little bit more raggedy than I was hoping. You definitely need to get out of there if you can. I hate to lose my runesmith, but I might.
Kill 'em all! I at your command. Pick your targets well. Quarrelers!
Okay, he's broken.
Yes, yes! Fight! Be it ready!
Stay on him. Boy, those dogs are causing more of a problem than I expected.
Take them down! Oath and steel!
How are you doing? Okay, I think he's behind. I think he's safely behind us now. Okay, the grudge throwers are out of ammo. We got some of his heroes here going down. I think that's good.
Your targets well.
Let's go ahead and get...
We demand blood.
Wow, those dogs are still not broken. Wow.
My lord's will. Hate them.
All right, well, we can't continue to
Fire on
waste our ammo on just a couple of dogs.
and home.
They're gotta be close to breaking now. Let's go ahead and get him.
Kill 'em all. Take them.
There we go. Our runesmith has recovered. That's great. That's excellent. Okay, let's go ahead and blow up those guys. It's going to hit Thorek as well, but that's fine. Never mind, their army's disintegrating. This is great. Okay. Very, very good. Okay, now everybody hit any remaining heroes that they have. Do they have any remaining heroes or lords? Just hit those Chaos Warriors. I guess that's the best bang for our buck now. Go ahead and finish them off. Pretty successful. I'll take that. We got a few really beat up units, but not as bad as I had feared. I think as soon as they get out of the range of our quarrelers, then excuse me. Time to go ahead and end this battle. Definitely a big win. Good way to start this episode. One really badly damaged Warriors unit, one really badly wounded Runesmith unit, and one moderately wounded Warriors unit. Everybody else is in very good shape. Now, the army that retreats, the question is going to be, do we chase them to wipe them out, or do we try to run Thorek eastward towards Granite Massif? And if we do decide to defend Granite Massif after all, do we move Tecton into the city? Or do we leave him outside? Okay. Yeah, hard to say no to 2,000 gold. So let's definitely do that.
Let's see what you're worth.
One of his heroes got away. I'm a little disappointed by that. Somehow I missed that. Okay. Alright. Definitely very good. We got another student. What did we get there? We got a student and an archivist. It's interesting. Wonder why there's two different categories here of equipment gained. Oh well. Not going to lose any sleep over it. Alright, so he's essentially nullified, but if I pursue, I can kill 2 heroes. I don't think there's any way to tell what level those heroes are. Definitely a consideration. If we were to go, well, we can see right here. If we were to go into March stance, this is how far we could get, which is not far enough. Not going to make a difference. Let's go ahead and level up Thorek and the heroes. And have I already taken Dawi Firepower? I have. Okay, I think that's the only one I want. Do I really want Stand Your Ground? Yeah, that it lasts 18 seconds, 35 meters. I think that's actually pretty useful. Let's go ahead and take a look here at magic items. Anything for him to equip? No. And no. Alright, what about you? Nothing to equip with the ancillaries. And I could do... No, he's already got a talisman. Never mind. Let's go ahead and give him a skill. Let's give him... We could make him make his weapon strength a little bit stronger. I don't think he needs more leadership. I don't think he needs more hit points. Let's give him weapon strength. Eventually, we'll take all 3 points of that. And then our runesmith. We've maxed sharpen weapons. We need strike the runes.
One more grudge avenged.
And we can go ahead and give him a talisman. Spell resistance. He's already pretty spell resistant, but he could actually use some character runes. And actually, now that I'm seeing how I actually ended up using him, maybe it would be worth spending some of our Oath Gold here to get him some character runes. So let's do that. Some armor might not be too bad. It's nice and cheap. You know what? Let's go ahead and grab we got enough Oath Gold to just go ahead and buy up all of the really cheap character runes just to have them available. Bonus versus large, not really a priority, but for 15 Oath Gold, why not? Enable Dazed Contact effect. That could actually be good if he ever got pinned, but Rune of Shielding is better. Yeah, I don't want to get in the habit of him getting pinned. Okay, that's enough for now. We still have 439. Let's go ahead and give him... His armor right now is 130. He doesn't really need more. Okay, let's give him flaming attacks. Let's give him bonus versus... we might as well give him armor because there's really nothing better to give him right now. Okay. All right. We're going to wipe them out, pretty sure. You guys just want to have one last look at this. We have enough money now that we could actually buy up some regiments of renown here. We could get ourselves some goblobbers for 900. We could get some slayers. Do they have any unit? Well, they have some chariot units, and the slayers would be good against those. And I think they'd be good against these snakes. Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and finish off Khorne first.
What's up? Strong.
Okay, we'll have to see if we can fight this battle without any casualties at all. I really don't see why that wouldn't be possible. They're going to have to come towards us. Let's get, obviously, our quarrelers to where they can mow down everything that comes our way. I'm not even going to get any of the warriors involved. The dogs are going to probably still try to flank, but we're going to have a Thane on one flank. We're going to have Thorek on one flank. Our runesmith is going to still be here, but we'll pull him back after he casts the Rune of Wrath and Ruin.
As you like.
And if everybody comes straight towards us instead of the dogs flanking, then we'll be able to swing some of our quarrelers around. Yeah, let's go ahead and have him continue to hit
We'll guard it.
hit the biggest target there.
Yes.
Okay.
Move now.
My apologies for not speeding this up, but I'm not a good enough player to do micro and have it on super fast speed. Let's go ahead and start shooting.
As you command.
You two. You, Mr. Thane.
For the Karazhan Corps.
You guys look like you'll be able to turn in this way. Thorek is going to go ahead and charge into the front. Look at this, he's going to get to our runesmith in time. That's annoying. The runesmith has got to...
Strike out.
Let's go ahead and get an armor boost. Wow, and his dogs got in on our quarrelers there, so we didn't quite do this as well as I was hoping, but that's okay. He couldn't have done too much damage to us. This unit right here, they still have 80 quarrelers, so I think we're all right here. Yeah, we still had 0 losses. It's just that my runesmith did take a little bit of hit point damage. Okay, so here's the question. I'm going to take a look at the relative faction strength here in the diplomacy screen, and if we see that Skarbrand is really weakened, I think at this point we got 600 treasury versus this Gorog. I'm actually going to take the Gorog since I think we know we're going to be in friendly territory for the next few turns. Okay, so let's take a look here at the diplomacy screen and let's see. Okay, they're in very bad shape. Very bad shape. So they are not a threat for at least a couple of turns, which means we can race Thorek back in this direction.
March.
Let's go ahead and get him leveled up.
One more grudge avenged.
What is Fiery Temper? It's a cooldown on our Master Rune of Wrath and Ruin, which we don't have yet. So is it pointless? It does also cause fear, so it's not completely pointless, but it seems mostly pointless to take this Fiery Temper prior to taking the Rune of Wrath and Ruin. Now we could always take that. And then we have this Greater Locus of Power, which is something that I would like to take relatively soon, but I think I'm going to go ahead and take this and then do some of these. All right, and we did gain another magic item. What did we gain? Oh no, I just hadn't hovered over the... What's the shielding? Missile resistance. Yeah, that's actually something. Did I give the runesmith one of those?
We honor the
No, I guess I know I didn't, because I have 3 of them over there. Okay, yeah, that's a good one for him. Forgot I created those. All right, now let's go ahead and decide what we are going to do here with Granite Massif. Full strength, so that's good. If we defend, we're going to defend. I'm committing to the defense here, and we're going to go ahead and not recruit. We're going to go ahead and add these goblobbers and these slayers, because that's really what Regiments of Renown are for, is emergencies, which this sort of is. Now, here's the question. That's 21 units, and most of them are pretty strong. Is that enough to defeat 2 stacks of mostly relatively weak units? Keeping in mind our settlement garrison does get a little bit of a buff from that mod, and this does add defenses, so we can build towers. Okay. I'm not gonna... I don't want to say I'm not gonna risk it. I'm going to... Still a little bit of a risk, obviously, but I'm gonna go ahead and get a couple of additional units of Slayers here. Because we got some big fights ahead of us. Now we're at 23 units against potentially 40 units. How big is our front line? If we throw every warrior... Oh, our front line is teeny tiny. Yeah. Well, you know what? I can't afford to just burn through the entire treasury, so that's going to have to be enough, and we'll see if that's enough to discourage them from making the attack. I would prefer that they do get discouraged from making the attack, because this is only 1 turn, and I wonder if I should cancel this. I'm going to cancel this in the off chance that we lose it. It may not even be an off chance. That is 2 full stacks coming at us. Let's cancel it, and got some more money there. Obviously, we're not going to upgrade anything there. Anything to do with the money over here. I could just use it to continue to improve our buildings here. It's an extra 100 per turn at a cost of 2,700. Oof, decisions. Need some public order as well, so that's not a bad idea. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and get Carrick Zorn here in a slightly stronger position. And if we have to continue to keep fighting battles, as long as we're winning, we'll be getting more money that way. All right. Anything that we can do diplomatically?
What?
The City of Dawn? They are in pretty bad shape. Ooh, ooh. Interesting. I just want to see how much he would give us. 2,000 gold. 2,000 gold. I'm going to do it because that then frees us up, all of our armies, to focus on Lybaras. And it might take us 10 turns to conquer Lybaras anyway. And at that point, we can go ahead and declare war on them again. Okay. All right.
The goddess wills it.
I have mixed feelings about that, but you gotta accept the reality. We fought hard to put ourselves in a position for him to give us 2,000 gold. Might as well take advantage of it. All right. Which now means we have a little bit more money for this province to go ahead and... How much does this give us? An extra 50. That's not worth it. Let's go ahead and just keep improving our economic buildings for now. That's going to get us up above 1,000 income per turn, even with the extra units that we got. So, okay. All right, of course we have to do some research here, and let's continue to work on the economy, maybe? Or do we want... Yeah, the interlocking shields is good, and it leads us to better ranger units, but since we don't have any yet, it's obviously not a priority. I mean, most of these I do want to take eventually, but they're just not the priority right now. Did I not select it? I thought I did. There we go. Garrison Lord not moved. Yeah, he's going to stay there, and we're going to ignore the building upgrade, and we're going to kind of close our eyes, cross our fingers, and hope for the best here with Lybaras. Let me just double check their strength. Lybaras is 40, so significantly stronger than us, but not terrifyingly so. What will they do? I think they'll go for Marek. Okay. I'm wrong. They came for us. Valiant defeat. Okay, so this will be quite interesting. We got almost 3 minutes before his second army comes in. We do have artillery to bombard them with during that time, and we'll see if that will entice their first army to come at us. Plus, if they don't, we'll just keep building our towers. This will be very interesting. Okay, all right. Well, at least we've got the right kind of units to be able to clog up some choke points. There's only 4 ways in, so we could probably clog them up right at the entrances. So this is where his lord is, so we will put a couple of our stronger units here. Let's go ahead and spread them out just a little bit more. It'd be, I think, impossible for them to get through there. And then let's go ahead and get Coralers there. Let's go ahead and make this, I'm going to control group these 4 units. This is number 1, and we're going to put the Lord here as well. Okay, now, second entrance, we're going to have, they got decent forces coming this way too, and it's a little bit wider, so we're actually going to have to go 3 wide here. And let's go ahead and give one of our quarrelers to this, and this is going to be 2. Then we have this right here. All right, they're pretty much evenly distributed. So let's go ahead and get these warriors. And these miners with blasting charges. There. 1 quarrelers unit here. Okay, and this is 3. And he, oh, gosh. Okay, everything else is going to go here. So we're going to have, we have 1,000. They're, let's see here. Our second tier is a good armor-piercing tower, looks like. Cannon towers are even better. I think they're going to be better. So I may want to wait for... No, I want to have something built right away because they're going to be coming immediately. Okay. We may want to now get... Yeah, let's get Tecton over here. Okay. Now, so here's where we got the snakes. We're going to put our... Now, let's get the miners. There's no reason to just waste the miners, and they'll be wasted in the front line there. Okay, let's get our slayers here. And our... We're going to go deep here with our line instead of spread out because these are less defensive units. I could always kind of rearrange some of my warriors, but I don't really want to take the time to do that. We'll bombard probably his archer units there. He does have lots of archers, so they are going to be taking shots at us. You 3 are... We're going to put you on 4. We're going to include... No, we're not going to include Tecton. We want to have... Yeah, let's get these guys over here as well. Why not? We'll have to move them forward a little bit. We don't want to put them quite in the front yet because of his archers, but we'll move them forward when the time comes. Let's get these miners in a position where they could go in either direction. Same with these slayers. So these guys, these are 5. This is going to be basically our reserves. We'll have to move them based on who needs it the most. And then of course his whole second army is going to be coming from this direction. We need to try to take care of his first army before the second army gets close enough to be heavily involved. And for that reason, we're going to take these last 2 slayers and we're going to put them down here where they could potentially... They're kind of wasted against those guys. They're kind of wasted against those guys. Kind of wasted against those guys. All right. I guess all of his... maybe some of them are hidden and we can't see them yet. Well, all of the snakes at least are over here. So we're going to actually get these slayers over to here. These guys are going to be 6. So 5 and 6 are our mobile reserves. Let's go ahead and see what happens here. Is he waiting? If he's waiting, I'm assuming our please tell me our tower can shoot further than that. Is that one of the changes that they made recently with No, it's hitting them. Okay, that's good. These guys are coming forward. All right, so we got let's get 6 over in this direction because he's kind of exposing his lord here. Meanwhile, what are you guys shooting at? Please tell me you're shooting at something. Shoot at his archers. Toggle guard. Okay. Oops. I meant to bring these guys forward. Let's get these slayers. In fact, let's get all of 4 here on them for the time being. Let's get you throwing at those skeleton warriors. Okay, here we go. So we got to be rapid now. So 1 is on them, 2 is on them, 3 is okay. Go ahead and blast them. Let's go back to 1 here. How are we looking? Let's go ahead and get let's get you guys in on him. Why did you not move? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, these guys are about destroyed. We got over 1,000 here. I'm going to wait for 1,400 to build some cannons. You guys back up. You go ahead and take them on. You keep shooting 4. How's 4 doing? Oh, you go ahead and hit those guys. Okay, we're close to 1,400. How are we doing? We haven't killed his lord yet. 2. All right, this is where we obviously have to build the tower. Let's go ahead and do that. Assuming that his second army comes in that way. How are you guys doing? Go ahead and push forward. Let's go ahead and see if we can destroy all of those guys. Let's see if we can. Well, let's get all of these guys on his melee units there. Have we killed his lord? Not yet. Not yet. But I think we will. It is so hard to click on the ground inside cities. Alright, where's our mobile forces here? What are these guys doing? Well, these slayers for sure, we want them to get in there. These miners, oh, are they shooting at us? That's what they're doing. That's fine, we can take that. For whatever reason, our grudge throwers just have decided to sit this battle out. Gotta love that. Let's get our grudge throwers over here. They are on fire at will. We did kill his lord, so that's good. However, what's not good, he summoned some Ustabi and I didn't see it happen. Where's all of our slayers we won on the Ustabi there. And we want to maybe get those quarrelers back. How are we looking here? That's looking fine, as good as we can do anyway. That's looking okay. Alright, Mr. Slayer. I
For the ancestor gods.
think we can go ahead and pull these miners over to here to help out with this big fight. These Slayers are on his Ushabti. I think I mispronounced them earlier. That's fine. Tecton, meanwhile, I kind of forgot about him. He's not doing much of anything, is he? Let's get him into the fight there. Let's see if we can finish this side off, and then we can bring all of these units into the main fight over here. We're at another 1400. Where's another place for a good tower? Not really seeing any.
It is an order.
Here, I guess, just in case we end up, maybe the tower will be able to hit here. How are you doing? Where's Tecton at? He's doing fine. These guys, not so great. Let's back them up. And then let's get the rest of these guys. They'll move on those skeleton archers thanks to the babysitter mod as soon as they can. You guys all... I think you need to reform your lines a little bit here. Actually, I didn't realize you're still fighting. Never mind about that. Don't reform your lines. Finish this fight. Okay. How are you looking? Can you please shoot at some of his units down here? Do not understand what is so difficult about that. Okay. How are we doing here? We got his snakes came in. Interesting. We got oh no, here's his snakes. No, I'm sorry, those are the chariots, not the snakes. Okay, let's finish off these guys. Let's go ahead and get you into the middle here. There's not a whole lot more that you can do. Let's go ahead and get you guys just crammed here into a jam-packed melee right there. You guys, they still have a little bit of ammo left. I'm going to go ahead and now pull them back. Yeah, those archers are skeleton archers are toast. I don't think he's going to be able to do much with his chariots because of our tower coming in, so we're going to get almost everybody over there as quickly as possible. I will leave one unit of warriors here. You guys, I'm going to take you out of that control group and all the others in this control group of 4. You come over here. Okay, back to 1. You're okay. Not great, though. You guys, I think, are going to be fine. We got another 1400 here. Might as well build another tower just in case he has any units that come around this way, which I don't think is happening, but why not? Let's go ahead and pull these units back. I think that the fighting here is done. You guys are almost done with your fighting. You can go ahead. You have a little bit of ammo left. Where's Tecton? Still on the way, still on the way. Assuming my tower is shooting those guys down, so that's good. I can't help but notice that our grudge thrower has stopped shooting. Do not understand why. You guys, you know what? We need all of our slayers trying to take down his lord. If we can take care of his lord, we'll be all right. Pull back, pull back. Tekton, you get in on his lord if you can. You can move a little faster here. Our grudge thrower has again decided to stop shooting. You've got the high ground. I just cannot imagine why you can't shoot from there. You guys are slowly working your way over. We're doing some damage here to his lord. Okay, 1 here, 2 here, 3. Still finishing off these spearmen here. Let's go ahead and get this. And now I think I can pull these units back because the tower, once it is built, will finish off those guys. If they... Yeah, they're already crumbling. Okay. 4, where are you? You're slowly making your way there. Oops, I screwed that up. I thought I left a unit here to defend, and apparently I did not. So, yeah, so that just happened, but that's okay. It's alright. We're still hanging in there. We're doing okay. His Necropolis Knights are almost destroyed. That's good. They're critical binding. You guys get in here. Everybody now start to get in here. King Jenna. Still not shooting. You know, because why not? This is the unfortunate downside of Warhammer 3. We can fix a lot with mods, but we can't fix literally everything, and there are definitely times where it gets quite frustrating. Okay, how we doing on Tekton here? Let's go ahead and get some kind of a barrier up here. What's blocker barricade? Let's go with that. Why not? Kind of force them all to come this way, probably as a choke point. You guys get in there. I'd still see some. I still see his. Do I see his lord? I thought I did. Tekton, you can go ahead and use your ability for whatever that's worth. We've got, okay, this is a little bit annoying that we're going to have to take care of these chariots, but it's okay. It's all good. You guys go ahead around here. You guys too. You guys might as well just sit right there and chill out, drink some Dwarven Ale or something, because that's how effective you've been this entire fight. All of those archers are firing on us, which is bad, but they've already spent more than half of their ammo, it looks like. You guys, you have a little bit of ammo left. Get, why are you... Oh, you just broke. Why did you break? It's unexpected. He's got some ammo. Let's get him up there. Let's get you guys in there. You guys should be shooting, I presume. Let's get you guys in there. And you guys in here. Oh, his Tomb Guards are in really good shape. That would be a good target, I think, for the what little ammo our Quarrelers have remaining. They do have critical binding. That's good. How's Tekton doing? Tekton's doing great. Tekton's... There we go. Yes. Okay. It's a little bit of a closer battle than I might have hoped, but I at least feel it was justified buying the extra units. Boy, talk about a jam-packed episode. 2 massive battles, and we're already running out of time. We'll go ahead and finish this turn up, but feeling like it was a pretty successful turn. can't find a whole lot to complain about with this turn. Okay, another decision here. Look at this. We lost in the settlement garrison. We lost some Slayer units. We didn't lose any in our main army there. That's all great. Might as well take another 1,000 gold. Oh, when I said we'll finish the turn, I forgot this all happened over the end turn. That's reasonably convenient. Okay, achieve victory over the Tomb Kings multiple times. Take that. Tecton's all the way up to 12. I'm liking that. Look at this. Since we declared peace with Skarbrand, they turned around and started another war, which, of course, Khorne is wont to do. So that's all well and good. Okay. Well, no point in doing a whole lot here because on legendary difficulty, the game is saved there, and I'll lose any progress, and I'm not going to start another fight until I think through how we want to progress. But our strategic position has definitely improved from that one turn. Lybaras went from 40 all the way down to 107th, and we now have a stronger military than they do, and it's time for us to push into their territory, take the fight to them. We may want to take, is this Resetra, right? Yeah, Resetra. We may want to take that first, then take these, and then give them again back over to Krokkar, if he'll give us a good reason to, i.e. enough money or an alliance or something. I don't really want to keep them because they're all crappy, unpleasant climates for us. But we can't let Lybaras do again what they did to us once, which is reconstitute their forces and turn around and put a little bit of a scare into us. So anyway, that will all have to be for next episode. But this was a pretty good one. And again, thank you all for sticking with it so far. If you have any comments or suggestions about strategy or tactics or anything, please feel free to leave them in the comments. And I will see you in the next one.